So now let's talk about finding a bottom. This is really important because every pattern always tells you once you confirm a bottom, this is what you do, all right? So it's important that you learn how to identify a bottom. So I'm going to talk about bottoms. I'm not going to talk about tops because tops are essentially the same, but they're harder to identify because they are. I can't explain why. They're just harder to identify. And that's another reason I like to trade long most of the time. Okay? Why fight it? All right. So now I'm watching the market. Okay? And you guys are too. So just pretend you're watching a live market. Okay? So now we see here that there's a bottom. Okay? It appeared right here. So it's a pivot point because it went down here. That was the bottom and it moved up again. So now what happens is that bottom tested and it failed because it broke this bottom here, right? And it's going to do this several times. As you can see, this thing trying to go up, but then going down and breaking the bottom again. Tested it again there and it failed. Formed another bottom here, went up, tested it, okay? And then it formed another bottom. Now there wasn't, there wasn't even a test at that point. The market just went up and then it went up here and it went down, but never touched this area. And again, you're going to see this pattern over and over again, all right? So it basically made a higher low here. And that tells you, okay, now it's a reversal. This is a reversal. So let's put this on a longer time frame. So that whole time that we were looking at was from 10:30 to 11, okay? Until and this is now the 5-minute chart. We were looking at a 1-minute chart. So that time frame now went up and it went down, but it never touched or tested. It did test. So this is considered a test of the bottom, but it never breached it, okay? And so after that, it went up again, okay? So now this is a tradable position. And this is where you would take the trade, right at this green candle, at the earliest time you possibly can, all right? So let's look what happened here. We had a series of higher lows, okay, that happened, and then another series of higher highs, right? And so as long as that's happening in a trade that you're long in, you want to stay in that trade. And when do you get out? Well, you can see here that this made a high. Now here it went down, but then it tried to go up, but it didn't really take out the high, okay? So at that point you had a lower high, and once you confirm that, that's where you would get out of the trade. So this trade would be finished right here, and you would get out, and you see after that it went down, it just kept going down, okay?